She could sing the phone book and I'd listen. Welcome back, and thank you for joining me for another reaction video. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe and turn on those notifications. That really does help me out a ton, and hopefully it helps you too, because you won't miss these when they go live. And if you do, you got that notification, you can watch it later, and that makes me happy. Now, we're back with more Nightwish, and ever since I can remember, ever since I started this Nightwish reaction journey, this song has come up again and again and again as a request, and it's about time I got to it, because if you guys are excited about a song, then I'm excited about it. I don't know what it's about. I don't really know any theme behind it, but sometimes that's quite nice too, because you can just dive in, let the music explain itself. This is a live in Buenos Aires 2018 Decades Tour version. We love the live stuff. Super excited. So without further ado, Nightwish, Dead Boys Poem, live in Buenos Aires 2018 Decades Tour. Let's see what you got. Back with the double neck.
Silence full of it, a perfect concert, my best friend. So much to live for, so much to die for, if only my heart had known.
Oh, wow. Okay, I am going to go back, but not to the beginning. This might be the first time that's ever happened. How beautiful. Started out, I'll go back one more. Started out almost a little kind of deceptive. You know, there were these beautiful synth pieces being played, that key work, and they were blending very seamlessly. By the time you recognized it was a new note or chord, it was already in there and kind of settled, and it was really pretty. There was that vocal kind of child's voice speaking over. I didn't catch what it was saying, but kind of haunting, and then everything decays and dies off slowly, and here you come in with Marco and Floor. So beautiful, so delicate. Marco is a special player. He's got a wonderful tone on that kind of clean acoustic tone, and you can even hear when he kind of shifts those chords, you can hear the squeak of it. It's really nice. It's live. It's authentic. And he doesn't miss a note. He's doing that finger picking, and it's kind of like arpeggio, which is basically when you take a chord and then you actually break that chord down and pick the individual notes within it, because you could just strum down, it would be a chord. I love that chord progression that he has. And then towards the end there, just after, he kind of went through a couple cycles. He actually changed that progression and went to a place I didn't think he would. And it was really beautiful. It was unexpected, but melodically just so delicate. Speaking of delicate, Floor's vocals, when you have the power she does and you come in so reserved and put the music first, give the music what it needs, it's special. It's actually really hard when you're playing a concert, and I'm no singer, but I've worked with a lot of singers, and when you're at a concert and you're singing so soft and delicately, to control that vibrato, to control just the small nuances of what she's doing, it's really beautiful.
Concert, my best friend. So much to live for, so much to die for, if only my heart had known. Sing what you can say.
I don't know if I'm hearing things, but when the synth died down in the beginning, I was pretty sure there was just this constant, very, very soft and pushed back drone. It sounds like it was still there when she kind of finished off that note, and it decayed really nicely, really naturally. It sounded like it was still there, and then you heard more synth work coming on top. So let's have another listen, but so delicate, but very smart.
My heart had known. Sing what you can say, forget what you can't play. Hasten to drown into beautiful eyes. Walk within my poetry, this dying
The choir piece in the back works so well, and one of the reasons is on some of the notes she's playing, singing, you can hear her start with almost a whisper or cry to it, and that lines up really nicely. It's almost like she's kind of passing that melody back and forth between it, especially when her phrasing dips off, and you can hear it in the background come a little bit more forward. This is beautiful.
Beautiful eyes walk within my poetry. This dying music, my love letter.
So much emotion.
Never sigh for better world. It's already composed.
Hang on. He feels every single note, doesn't he? Thomas is a legend. And hopefully one day I get to tell him that, because he's remarkable. Remarkable. I just can't escape the puns, can I? Wow, really pretty. I do like how Marco, he had the pick in his mouth, which is why he moved his hand up to grab it when he went down to strum that chord. Actually, the guitar, as in terms of instrumentation, became the secondary, and that synth work became the primary. And something really beautiful happens at that point. There's a lot of hopeful sadness, which is the best way to describe that, because of the notes and the chords that he's playing, the progression of them, how long they last and how long they take to dip. It feels both very hopeful, but also a little bit sad. He's very good at creating atmosphere and emotion through very simple chords and structures, and that is the sign of a true artist.
Sigh for better world. It's already composed, played and told. Every thought, the music I wrote, everything I wish for the night. Wrote for the empress, wrote for the virgin.
Okay, ooh, Kai, go easy on us, man. I was wondering what the drums were going to do, because it's so delicate. So unless you're going to come in with distortion in a full band, it's kind of hard to imagine how drums are going to play a part of something so beautiful, because drums by their nature are much more deliberate, they're much more harsh. And I loved that, because he came in with a standard beat, but instead of hitting the snare, you'll notice the snare is not there. It would have been too harsh. It will be there. I'm telling you, it will be there. But to come in with it right now would have been too much too soon. So he's kind of, instead of hitting the snare, he's just doing an extra hi-hat piece, a little bit looser. So he opens his foot up just a tiny bit, so the gap opens up, and he hits that kick again. And it's providing, the two parts of a standard drum beat, the kick and the snare, but he's doing it with a double kick. And it's awesome. Very pretty.
For the night, wrote for the empress, wrote for the virgin, died for the beauty, the one in the garden, created a kingdom, reached for the wisdom, failed in becoming a god.
Hang on. I need time. I need time to just process this. I've listened to a lot of their music, and there's certain things that I recognize, certain patterns and methods to their madness that I hope they do that. And as I heard that come in, I said it just earlier, the only way to come in with that distortion and accenting that snare, and he kind of brought it in a little earlier, but it was so deliberate and purposeful, and it just made sense. I can't wait to see where they go with this. Her vocal start to this is insane. Insane.
Wisdom failed in becoming a god. Never sigh for better world. It's already composed, laid and sold. Every thought, the music I
oh, this is so pretty. It's too much. I love how the guitar work is just doing what the song needs. It is so easy to get caught up as a guitarist and want to do more, a quick up down ghost note strum or something. Just no. Emperor just there hitting those chords deliberate. Troy as well. When you put the song and music first, and I say this a lot, when you do that, it shows a sign of maturity and comfortability with your own ability, technique, and understanding of how music is written and played. They are outstanding.
If you read this line, remember not the hand that wrote it. Remember only the verse, songmakers cry, the one without tears. For I've given this its strength, and it has become my only strength. Comforting home, mother's lap, chance for immortality, where being wanted became a thrill I never knew. A sweet piano writing down my life.
Hang on. That vocal spoken piece is just really smart in the sense of, I didn't catch all of it, I caught some of it, but the phrasing of it actually sits perfectly on top of the music, even though it isn't a musical piece, and it's just how certain phrases and sentences stop and start that helps you align that. Very cool, nicely placed. And again, if you have those kind of tracks, that means you must be playing to some kind of click, and that's how that's triggered. The timing of this band is fantastic anyway, so that does make sense. But his key work was really nice. Went into that classical piano sound, and it was very reserved and stripped back, but there was a bit of lead work going on. That intensified, became busier and better, and then all of a sudden stopped. Let the vocal piece be the hero, and then you can hear a lot of those accents where you've got the guitar, the drums, particularly the snare, and the keys all accenting syncopation to try and bring you back into that rhythm piece. I like it.
Chance for immortality, where being wanted became a thrill I never knew. A sweet piano writing down my life.
Oh, wow. Okay, wow. Again, I don't care if this sounds boring or if I'm being repetitive. It's important. Doing what the song needs. It wasn't a technical show-off piece. It was a very smart lead piece that was a nod back to some of the vocal melody. I like when guitarists do that. Played it really well. A lot of care there. When you can see his hand on the top there, he clearly didn't want those top strings to be vibrating and causing any kind of feedback or push. He just wants that note clean as anything coming through. And I like the sharp ending. I didn't think that would happen. I thought it was going to be a long kind of note that he just lets decay very organically. Not the case. I like.
Teach me passion, cry for it's gone. Show me love, hold the long. So much more I wanted to give to the ones who love me. I'm sorry. Time will tell, this bitter farewell. I live no more to shame, nor me, nor you. And you, I wish I didn't feel for you anymore.
Wow. Having Floor stand there like that is so powerful. Okay, that is the relationship of music. It makes my heart happy. You can hear that kick drum, which is the crowd participation piece. They're getting involved with it, and it's very cool. I like it. But Thomas has got two things going on there. There's this underlying drone which is playing, and it's beautiful. But then he's doing that much sharper, much harsher hits on the keys, where he's breaking that up a bit more staccato, even though they do blend a little bit. And that's that relationship of tempo and understanding, which even though you're following the kick drum, because that is the primary, that's what they want you to do. and instinctively the whole crowd is chanting along with that. That other part of the key work, which is in some way a percussion based piece, is providing a different kind of energy. Damn. Horn section coming in. Wow. Okay. You know what? Stop. Don't stop. You just don't know what they're gonna do. And then they do it, and you go, of course. But of course. This man over here, he's unique. His emotional and musical IQ is, forget through the roof, it's up in the sky, above all of us. So I think Troy's playing the bouzouki, I think, but he's got, I didn't pause it just in time there, but he's got a capo on. And a capo is something that you can use to kind of block off a fret earlier to change the key structure of the neck, basically. And it's really nice because you can hear the different instrumentation being played together, but it is sharp, it is controlled, and it is very aligned. So it's a live feel, but it's played by professionals. One other thing. I don't know how many pauses we got. Keep counting. I'm expecting you to be counting, because usually there's a little box up with a live chat, and I see you guys counting, and I appreciate you all. Just listen out for what Kai's doing with the hi-hat. You can hear he opens the hi-hat up, he hits it, and then he slams his foot down. So you get that, and it's really good because it's a different accent within the drums to keep the business and energy without it being too open and too ringy. See how the drums are now matching that energy. I love Impu, man. What a legend. Comes in with that purposeful, he's basically mimicking what Troy and Marco are doing there, but what is really important there is a lot of the notes he's playing, the majority of the notes that you're hearing are actually those ghost notes in between, where he doesn't want you to hear an actual tonality, he just wants you to hear the squeak of it, and then that makes the note that when he does press down and he does take his palm off, it makes it more purposeful, it has more of an impact for you. She could sing the phone book and I'd listen. Take a bow.
Thank you.
No, thank you. 100 times over, thank you. You know, you just Nightwish doing Nightwish things. You think they can't get better. They shouldn't get better. And I know relative songs are written at different times, but my experience of them is this one. And I am overwhelmed by the care and attention to detail in the simple things. There's a lot of guys out there that are trying to kind of do really impressive technical stuff and they just throw it in your face. And that's okay. Some bands are like that. They aren't. They have that ability. And when they want to, they let you know about it. But overall, the song is the hero. The composition is the hero. The story is the hero. And they are all heroes. That was fantastic. I feel very calm after that. I like when music changes your mood, enhances it in some way. It's important, it's necessary. And I can't wait to do the next one. So I really hope you enjoyed that because I can tell you I thoroughly did. It was magical. And until the next one, please be safe, be nice to each other, and have a damn good day.